Be arrogant. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Arkansas Wrestling Unleashed, a show where we go through the upcoming events in Arkansas and we talk to somebody at the end of it. I got a guest today, and I will introduce him once I'm done with the flyers. We'll wait for just a second, let a few people pop on. But yeah, we are going to go through some of the upcoming events that's going down. Got quite a few, and I've actually got my first flyer that is based in 2026 on this episode as well, which is pretty interesting. There's a couple shows that's got some really, really, really talented guys on it, and bringing in some big names as well. So, how about we get started here? We've got our one of our shows that runs every Saturday night up in Hoxie, Arkansas. You've got OCW, Out of Control Wrestling, doing the follow up to their Halloween show since they did not run last week. You got Lee Michaels on there, and man, he looks awful young compared to what he actually looks like, and I hope he sees this and says something about it. Bring it on, boy. We're gonna roll in the same area. We got one that runs every Friday night, MCW up in Osceola, but I could not find their weekly flyer like they usually have, so I have the one from this Saturday over in Mark Tree, the Retribution MCW. Got some new faces popping in for that. Going to be a really good show. If you're in the area, make sure you check it out. Let's roll on over to a couple of shows that run together. Now, first we're going to do TNR November 15th in Leachville. They will have some seminars going on and then a killer show afterwards. Then on November 29th, TNR, SCW, and I believe Wrestling with Pride as well are all working together for November to Remember. They will have a 2-ring battle royal, some women's matches, which is something you don't get to see in Arkansas a whole lot. And there may be some monsters pop up. I don't know. Maybe, maybe. This Saturday, man, there's a lot of shows this Saturday. Oh, I'm drooling on myself. What the hell? There's a lot of shows this Saturday, and we're going to roll on into the next one over in Tuckerman. MACW is going to be going on. Like again, they do a lot of the match flyers. This is the one I grabbed. It's for the tag title match. Then over in Diaz, we have Wild Card Wrestling, a monstrous debut, and I love the name of that because there may be some monstrous people involved in this. There's several good matches there. My guest today will be in a very good match on that as well, but we'll talk about more of that when we bring him on. Then November 14th, which I think that's a Friday, over in Rector, Small Town Throwdown, Wild Card Wrestling. Then here's my first one for 2026, and this one was a doozy because honestly, this is probably something that nobody really expected. Wild Card Wrestling on February 14th are bringing in Austin freaking Aries. That is a pretty damn big deal. I'm sure he'll be probably doing a seminar that day, but stay tuned to get more info on that as it comes. But yeah, if you're definitely in the area, that is one you do not want to miss. This Saturday down in Prescott, you got Haybarn Championship Wrestling, Thanksgiving Throwdown, Prescott, Arkansas. If you're down in southern Arkansas, man, that is definitely a place to go. My phone went beep, 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 and it annoyed me. Let's roll over to the northeast side of the state. Northeast, northwest side of the state. I get them mixed up. Uh, Austin Aries worth a 3-hour drive. You damn right, man. If I wasn't already, wait, I don't know if I'll be able to show there or not. I don't know yet. Anyway, let's go over to Northwest Arkansas. You've got Classic Championship Wrestling this Saturday over at the Alma Boys and Girls Club. A lot of big names there. A lot of really talented guys there. And Fred says, "What's up?" Matt Bowman Jr. Yo, yeah, you just missed all my wild card stuff, man. Come on now, you gotta jump on here quicker than that. CCW has been canceled. Oh, okay. I was not aware of that. I must have missed that. So let me go ahead and hit the little delete button there. We're gonna roll on here. GCW will be in Fort Smith at Comic Con for Gladiator Con Clash. It'll be this Saturday. Where's the time on that? I don't see the time. It'll be at the Comic Con though in Fort Smith sometime. I missed that. Then we got another one, big one here. GCW November 29th will be in Dardanelle, Arkansas for Gladiator Bowl. And the reason it's a big deal, you see the man right there in the middle, Mike Bennett, who will also be doing a seminar that day. I'm going to tell you right now, if you are anywhere near this area, you better catch that because that is going to be awesome. Let's roll back over here. Action Pack Sports. Why do I always mess that up? Friday, November 14th at the Mills High School Gym. I believe that's around the Little Rock area. Action Pack Sports will be in action. If I saw every time it wouldn't mean Greek. Hell yeah, man. I'm glad to hear that. Let me roll that up here. Talking about the meet and greet prices will be really good. That's awesome to hear. Sorry if I'm a little scatterbrained here. Normal routine, I never have a plan going into this. I just do stuff, So Aaron said that GCW Saturday starts at 7. All right, so November 15th, Ozark Mountain Wrestling will be in Rogers. Make sure you catch that show if you're there. But if you don't catch that one, swing over to Van Buren for Cold Front for Tornado Pro Wrestling. I see a really pretty guy right there in the middle with a long beard. And, if he's there, somebody's going to get the meat slapped on the chesticles. That sounded weird the way I just said that. Ignore that statement. November 22nd, SCW WrestleFest 8. I believe this is their 8th year anniversary. Got some really good matches there. Sebastian Envy and Drayshawn Prince. William Blackwell and Troy Twain in a dog collar match. And then C-Rex versus Hayden Rose. Man, you can't miss that if you're down in the Mountain Home area. And we roll into All Pro Wrestling. November 15th presents the Smitty. And as I say, every time we put this up there, that is the show to be at if you are anywhere near West Memphis. You got Ricky Morton right there front and center, Kerry Morton, and all of the guys that are all over APW all the time. Damn good show. That's going to be a damn good show. If you missed that one, then make sure you hit up the CEO November 29th. They're going to be in Marianna, Arkansas. But on that same day, they will also be holding a free pro wrestling camp. And as I've said multiple times, I saw young guys do this camp and get booked on that show on a regular basis because of it. You will learn and you will make connections. And then finally, I have, now this don't really have a whole lot of information on it, but I got the information. It's TAC Wrestling, 8 Crazy Fights. This is going to be December 10th, or December 6th at Vino's in Little Rock. So if you have the ability, get there and see it. And we're talking about the Smitty here, right there, Clown, the DJ, the man will be at the Smitty. So again, as I say all the time, those are the flyers that I have. These are either the flyers that were sent to me or that I found on Facebook. If you did not see your flyer, it is nothing personal. It's either I didn't see it or you didn't send it to me. So if you want to be advertised on here, make sure you send me your stuff. I mean, I've got a lot of messages today to pop some of these last minute flyers on there because people wanted their stuff on here. And that makes me feel good, makes me feel like I'm doing my job. But You got to do your part too, man. You got to send me your stuff. Otherwise, I can't talk about it. You know. But all right. So now to the main event. And no, Brad is not back this week. No pun intended. But I have a young man on here today that yeah, I think his name is weird, but he seems like a pretty cool guy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's me. What's going on, man?
Yes, sir. Right now, I got a mad little girl.
And that's part of it, man. You know.
And she wants the attention. You love the intro. Thank you for it.
Oh, no worries, man. No worries. And this whole thing is about do what?
So the name is weird. You know you love it.
Yeah, I just think it's weird. I used to know a guy that went by Dirty P, and I was like, that's just gross. But
Like my nickname has been P my whole life, so that's pretty organic.
I got you. But man, okay. So while I'm talking, if you try to talk for some reason, it's cutting out. So like let's try not we'll try not to talk over each other. But hold on just a second.
You
Aaron,
were
stop
like,
this.
I'm sorry.
Mutiny Wrestling Federation is Saturday in Springdale. Yeah, I know who MWF is. I just didn't see their flyer. So that's probably why. I mean, again, that's why it's not on here. Now, what was you saying, bud?
Oh, I was saying my phone was laggy. That's probably I didn't mean to cut you off or talk over you.
No, it's when I'm talking for some reason it's not a lot. I think it's because the vocals are coming through your phone and it's cutting out your speaker, so you don't get that overlap. It is what it is. It's no big deal. We'll make it work. But man, how long you been wrestling now?
My 1 year mark was January 21st. I know that.
So you're coming up on 2 years then?
But
Wow. Okay, that's awesome. Well, what originally got you into wrestling?
man, I'm like the most basic like answer. Like I just got ate up with it young. Like from like I can remember it was just wrestling. And I never like did it, and then I got like older and like 13, 14. I'm not saying this to be credible. I used to do the backyard wrestling and just do crazy stuff and piss my parents off because I'd end up breaking a whole lot of stuff. And then
a lot of us did the backyard stuff, so
yeah,
there's no denial.
that's where you find the love because I mean there ain't no pay. And I'm not gonna lie, did we have the footage? Hell yeah, we did. But like, do we now? No. So it's just the memories that make me happy, and that's where the love grew. Honestly, was in the backyard.
I actually have some old DVDs of stuff that we used to do that I made. So it's dumb as shit, and we were dumb as hell. But
Man, I did this right here. Like I got like this scar because I tried to do a Type A death match in the backyard at like 16, and it was awesome, but fuck myself up.
well, when you first started, like your first official match
Was January 21st of 2024. Yeah,
what was it? Who was your first opponent?
it was Luke Justice.
Luke Justice, really?
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about that match.
I mean, it in my opinion, it could have went like way worse. It was very, very like, it was quick compared to most matches, but it was so fun to me, and like the fact that I got thrown in there and like my whole life I've worked hard to be shit at everything, and wrestling it just kind of just it was there, and then, I got it went good. So one thing led to another, and kept training, and then got on my own and started going places, and now we're here.
So going into that match, what were you feeling? What was the emotions going through?
Oh man, I like to say like, oh, I don't have nerves, but man, I was ate up with it because I tried to stay calm on the outside. But man, I was listening to music. I was trying to like calm down because like it wasn't many people there. There wasn't too many people there. Sorry, my house is haunted. Um, there wasn't too many people there, but like it felt like there was so many. And okay, stop messing with me for it. That's our ghost. Okay. But yeah, it was just I was ate up with nerves.
No, I understand that. I mean, we all like. I know my first match, dude. I was terrified.
It
But
was yeah.
I was in there with the guy that trained me, So like I was comfortable with okay, I know we're gonna do that, but I like being in front of that crowd for the first time, dude. It's an overwhelming feeling. I know it is.
And like I got in the ring and bada bing, bada boom, it happened. And I did a swanton and I loved it because like you don't see that many first matches. I did it. I missed, but I still did it. And, but like as soon as I took the bump, I was like, "Yep, this is what I'm gonna do." And I was like, and as you got into it, I've changed a lot since then, and I think a lot of people put me in that category of like what I was. I'm like, it is what it is.
Well, and that's part of it, you know. I mean, you earning respect and as a wrestler and everything, it takes a lot of time and a lot of patience.
And this might be me being on my bone stuff, but the work, hey, 3 and about 1.5 years. I'm a mark. I'm sorry.
No, dude, and we all are to an extent, you know. I mean, at different levels, you know.
Oh,
I mean,
I enjoy my family with wrestling. Like I watch it, study it.
so talking about that, then let's go into influences, like from like a bigger standpoint, like your WWE, AEW, and all. Who have been your biggest influences in wrestling?
So like with WWE, it's definitely Shawn Michaels and Jeff Hardy. Those are my guys. Like when it comes to influence in the wrestling, you know, I love like Cena and like Undertaker, but I just don't have a lot of influences from them. But like Jeff Hardy and Michaels now, like of all time, I love Kenny Omega. It's probably gonna get me a lot of boos, but I love Kenny.
Dude's phenomenal. Dude's amazing.
He might not be like the best now, but you know, I'm always gonna pop for Kenny. Uh, I try to bring that. You know, Kota Ibushi.
Mm-hmm.
I like bringing about like his energy, and I'm trying to be more snug. And that might sound rough, but you know, the more that I get told every match, all these OGs, they say, "Man, throw your stuff," and like I just watch a lot of Kota Ibushi, and you know,
I get told that all the time too, so don't worry about that part. It comes.
hey, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, this light. I'm sorry. Hey, we're in a whole bunch of like paranormal stuff. We watch horror movies all the time. Stuff just be happening.
Oh, so outside of WWE, more of like the more local scene and everything like that. Who has been your biggest influences on the local scene?
So like, if you want to go way back, so I didn't want to like veer off too much, but I feel like I can. I've been an indie wrestling fan of Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, you know, Texas. Okay, like I'd watch it because like you could find indie wrestling on TV back then. I know you can. People won't believe me, but you could. And I'd watch anything I could.
Yeah, William. Yeah, you did miss the Flyers.
And like local, I'm not gonna lie, Lee Michaels, big inspo. Like, you know, we may not see eye to eye all the time, but I still like that. I love that guy. Like all the time, I respect him. And
I learned a lot from him when I first started. I really did.
yeah, I unplugged my Wi-Fi by accident. Whoops.
Not a big deal.
No, but yeah, Lee. I love Lee. Watched him a lot. I love the Misfits, but that was the show I could make, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a true story. This like I hope this isn't TMI. And my friend, if he watches this, he'll know and he'll laugh. One of my friends used to like pick me up and then drop me off at these shows, but he wouldn't stay. He'd go like get laid, and then when he get done, he'd just come pick me up. And like that's how much of a nerd I was. Like I didn't care about like normal teenage shit, man. I was wanting to do music and wrestling. That was about it.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. At all. You talk about the Misfits, Josh Cross. That's actually who trained me. So
Oh, I love Josh. I was so close. I always feel like to taking that Spinal Tap, but never got it.
it ain't that bad.
I mean, I watched it for so long. I feel like I've seen Josh kick a soul out of a body.
I've taken hundreds of those, so I complete one of my favorite things. So one of my favorite things. I'm not going to say names other than you know a couple, but like we had a couple guys that were training, and Josh's like, "All right, here it comes," and he snap mirrors and pop, and
Pow!
they're both rolling around, Just like, oh my god, oh my god. He goes, oh yeah, watch this. He grabs my wife, snapmares her over, and kicks her 3 times as hard. And she stands up and goes, "Give me your man card, bitches." One of my favorite things ever. Because my wife is a badass.
Hell yeah. I'm about to say, every time I see y'all get booked, I always think, oh, y'all need to get booked because it's such a plus to a card, in my opinion.
Well, I appreciate that, man. We
Oh, y'all deserve y'all's flowers for real.
and we got Sean Hearn has a question. Where did you get your love of music and wrestling?
Not his fat ass.
Okay.
That's my dad. If you
Okay. I got you.
Yeah, this Saturday he has an ass whooping coming. He's interrupted my match with this dude named Draven Morrow. He looks like he just rips off Corey Taylor, but I think he's cool.
I've had a lot of people mess with me about that, but I'm just like, I cut it up and painted it.
It's so cool though. Like I love Slipknot. I love Slipknot. So.
Oh Lord. All right, so you do have a big match coming this weekend with you and your dad. Tell us about that. Do what?
Tiring his ass.
So what was the build up? What happened going in?
So basically, okay, let's get deep real quick. You want to get real? Let's get real. My dad, my whole life, has tried to like always take my success and like take that credit for it. And I get it. Like it's a dad pushing a dream, but my dad only pushed me to make himself look better as a man. So I'm just very sick and tired of him. Always, he's not a wrestler. He's not. He's a bum ass coach. Now, I get you want to be better than your son. You're not wanting to, but like you're not wanting to be better than me. But when I look at my kids, I want them to be better than me. And he despises me in the fact that I'm so much better than him at such a young age. And this Saturday he wanted a strap match. I've been belt to ass. It's belt to ass season. And I've been coming out with a belt and I've been strapping anybody in sight who want to mess with me. And he just wanted to mess with me. And I'm gonna tell him, get out of my sport. Like, this is mine. This is my world. Like, you're stepping into my world. Like, when I step in here, you don't know me. And you're gonna see.
Love it. We got another Sam. He does the carpet match to Drake.
He talking about my purple hair.
That's Sam. He does a lot of the 360 videos you see from TAC and all that. Awesome guy right there. Awesome guy. Do what?
I said I love TAC. I'm sorry if I'm talking. My phone is laggy as hell.
No, and what it is, like I said, is when I'm talking, because you don't have like earpiece and stuff like that, it's your speaker is muting it, so it's cutting you off until I quit talking.
I got it.
It's weird. It's weird how it works that way.
Yeah.
But
I got a question for you. Let me become the interviewer. Who got you into it? Like, who was the wrestlers you growing up? Like, what was the ones you remember that was like, yeah, that's sick as hell?
Originally, I wasn't that interested into it until my dad loved it,
right?
And he watched the original Royal Rumble where Hacksaw Jim Duggan won, and that was his favorite wrestler. And just I remember like how happy it made my dad, the joy it got, and I was like, man, I would love to be able to do that. Now, it took till I was 33 to even find a way to get into it, but I looked up. We were doing the backyard shit, and one of my buddies worked with Josh and brought him out to the house. And me and Josh did a little makeshift match, and he was like, "Man, you want to learn how to do this legit?" And so I trained with him for almost a year until February 28th in 2015 in Jonesboro, Arkansas at MACW. I had my first match. Now, you know, if you ever watched me, you know damn well Undertaker, Kane, all those darker characters.
Hey, I've been seeing some clips of you doing some like luchador. Come on.
Oh, that's every once in a while. My hip don't try to
Hey,
pop out of place.
you had me practicing this one thing, and like you bounce, you come up, you bounce on the rope like an Arabian press, right? And then you do like a whisper in the wind, and I love it.
Oh, my little sit on the rope corkscrew.
I love that, and like, cause I do the whisper in the wind, like I can pull that out, and I've seen you do it to someone on a chair too.
Yeah, that's where I just did a springboard into it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so I can see.
That's because my body doesn't allow me to backflip, so I just got to turn.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm the most unathletic athletic person. Like I'm not athletic, but I can flip. I can land, and I occasionally can get active. But like, yeah,
That's kind of how I am.
hey, it gets me. Hey, people talk about it.
So, you've only been doing this for a couple of years now, but what would you say has been your favorite match so far?
Ooh, I have to. Okay, so off the top of my head, I don't know if this is my favorite, but it's up there. I had a match at MIW with Chase McCoy, and I don't know, man. To me, it was really a true wrestling match. But I also have had a match with JPJ at OCW that was pretty great. That pops in my head. I'm not gonna lie, you were there for one of my favorites. Honestly, that was probably my favorite match. Was the one with Baracho.
Oh, the no ring death
Yeah,
match.
like when it comes to wrestling, it'd probably be Chase McCoy at MIW and JPJ at OCW. That's probably my most legit. I like showing those. But yeah, that Baracho one, man, in my heart, that's my favorite.
So, who do you think you had the most chemistry with? Who's your favorite guy to work with?
Ooh, okay. Man, most chemistry. What's funny, Matt Vanbrook?
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta say, for us being so green, we had a lot of chemistry, man. And you can ask a lot of people. Like, I feel like our match was not supposed to be as good as it was, or talked about as much as it was, but it got over. And like we had the crowd into it. I mean, it was a false count anywhere at OCW. But I like to say,
I
like,
watched that.
I like to say, like, personally, me and Matt, like, we clicked off the rip, and like he brought it. Like I saw a side of Matt that I really wanted to bring out of him, and he brought it. I mean, dude whacked me with a barbed wire, like just full of swung it, like this barbed wire pipe that they wrap. I didn't think Matt had it in him, but I was cut from like here to here. I was like, that's what I want, man.
Well, and there's guys like that no matter what level you're on, that sometimes it just instantly connects. I've got a few guys that I've dealt with that I'm like that with. But
Maybe it was the crowd, but like he brought it that night, and I was like, heck yeah.
I like hearing that. I like hearing that. He's a good kid. I really hope to see him get back into it. Because I know he's got school and all that stuff
Yeah.
going on. I'd really like to see him do more with it.
Man, I want to see him, like, maybe give him a couple more months, because I don't want to just like sit him out there. But like, I think he's a travel man. He's good at listening, and like he can remember a match. Like, he helped me in that aspect. I became better after I wrestled Matt, and that's crazy because I wrestled a little bit longer than him, and that's rare. But like I said, we were two greens, and we went in there and we killed it. But I like,
and you don't always hear that too, because a lot of times when you got inexperience with inexperience, it doesn't
OCW got you.
do what.
OCW, like a lot of the stuff I learned there was IQ, and like you could tell with Matt, he is a product of OCW. I'd like to think, and yeah, he got a lot of IQ on him.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. What would you say? And I mean this in a feasible manner. What would you say is your dream match? One that could actually happen.
With Blake Christian, I feel like that could happen sometime. Mike, I have a goal, and it's just to be a mainstream something. And I know I'm only like in almost 2 years, but man, if I'm not on anything signed in probably like year 7 or 8, I'm just gonna go full deathmatch till my body gives out.
I like this comment. How am I just now hearing about Prestigious P? This guy's awesome.
Oh man, I appreciate that.
That's a good friend of mine, Aaron. That dude loves wrestling. He's very vocal. If he don't like you, he's gonna tell you fucking suck.
Hey man, I love the criticism too. Like I feel like a lot of people that talk about me, I feel like they believe my character too much. But that's the thing. When I exit that curtain, I hate to be this corny, but it's not Pearson. Like you see this tonight, Pearson Hearn. I'm not prestigious. Like I feel like a lot of people just don't know
You
me.
did for a second there when you were
Oh,
talking about your match with your dad.
hey, it's in there. You know, it's organic. It is a little fueled by me and a little chip on my shoulder. Like, you know, I got talked over a lot as a, you know, just growing up by everybody and just got like, not, I don't want to just say like bullied because I don't want to just be like that, but I got bullied, you know, and it pushed me to be like, just overall think better. So I just love the hate. And that's why I think naturally just heal is just,
Well, talking about hate, I have to bring this up, and I'm very curious your actual thoughts on it. You and a buddy of yours were featured on Trash Bag Wrestlers
think I get,
for that hardcore
no.
match.
Oh, here's the thing. I full on tell you, me, Dakota Oxford, and a buddy that used to do this backyard shit. You think we honestly did that for like you think we did that for like trying to build something? Hell no. We were just like, man, let's do this. Let's do it. And like we brought back like a feeling because it felt like because Dakota Oxford I used to backyard with, he threw me off my first roof. You know what I mean? So like I've done this crazy shit. So like that don't bother me. Like the hate is okay. Like if I get posted, you know, they may click on it, then they're gonna see something great, or some say prestigious.
Here's the thing is, you know, the old saying is any publicity is good.
And if
It
yeah. All right, you cut it out. God, my phone is don't. My bad.
Well, and the thing is that page. You know, there's sometimes that like they put up like SOs and stuff like that. It is you know, I get it, but like, there's a lot of times they'll throw stuff up there just to talk shit. You know, so I don't really pay attention to it. The only reason I saw it is because I think I seen somebody shared it because I knew you. They sent it to me.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but I didn't know what you thought on that because you know how that shit goes. You know, some people legitimately get butthurt about that stuff.
If that stuff phased me, man, I wouldn't be here at all doing anything. Like people gonna do it. They gonna hate. Like and like what I like to think is when I see a lot of hate and that like to me like that is trying to demoralize the name sometimes. And like man, look up Proverbs 9:8. Look up Proverbs 9:8 if anyone wants to. But that's yeah. Let them hate.
Aaron, Aaron said he found a bunch of your matches on YouTube while listening, so he's about to have a
Hey,
marathon.
some of them are old, some of them are new. Look up Prestigious P versus, and then I found this out. I didn't look my name up. Someone told me this, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah!" I'm about to go look up some of my matches. And there's a
Well,
couple.
you were talking about earlier. You talking about like when you go through the curtain that Pearson goes away and
Yeah,
Prestigious P
yeah.
uh, comes out. Now, and I completely understand that. You've seen me here compared to there. You know, it's a completely different genre. What do you do to get into that mindset to be that person?
Oh man, it's just like this is real. But my theme song helps a lot. I got a custom theme song. Shout out Jaden Sheets, Major Gray. That man is the hardest, like underground up and coming artist. Like he is my guy. Um, I'm gonna send you this clip actually of me shouting him out because I try to put his name out everywhere. Uh, all his music is hard. He's inspired me a lot to like really go in music because like I love his voice and I think you will too if you like rock. Like he just covered Hybrid Moments by the Misfits. So hard.
Wow.
Yeah, dude has range. Like he does a lot of stuff. And yeah, my theme song is to me it gets me going a lot. And like when I have all my gear on, like I'm not gonna lie, when I put on my kick pads, I feel like a superhero. Like I feel like I could double stomp you through the ring. It's just.
I get it, man. I get it 100%. Do what?
I said everyone got their own little knacks that get them, and mine's probably corny as hell. But like if it's
No,
what I wanted to be as a little kid, so like it's that feeling.
Justin Klein, why is he just now hearing about Prestigious Peak? Because his dad was a terrible manager. He's fixed that.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Oh, I love Justin. He's awesome, dude.
Man, that was a great career choice. Whew, I needed him.
So, what brought that about?
He saw a clip of mine, commented. Then I saw a post of his, and I love music. And he posted a Jeff Buckley thing, and I love Jeff Buckley. And I commented, I was like, great taste. And then he commented on one of my things. I was like, I need a manager. Just so happened Justin really liked my stuff. That pissed a lot of people off. I love it because a lot of people don't think I deserve it, and that's where Justin has written. He's ride or die at this point. Like he's talked that talk for me when like I feel low, and when I don't feel like a wrestler, he's like your prestige is fucking P. You know what I mean? It's like
What?
he's manager. Like he's helped me in my career. Since this is real, like man's helped me get new gear. Like I got new gear getting made. Like he's really invested in. Man, he built a lot of confidence back up that I lost. Like
Well, and here's the thing: you talking about, people saying you didn't deserve it or whatever. Justin Klein is an extremely intelligent person. Like this ain't no, like character wise. I mean, just in general, he's an extremely intelligent person, and he's going to tell you exactly what he thinks. And if he sees that in you, then that means it's there.
man, I'm not gonna lie. This may like get a little sidetracked. This is why I like the show. One of my man, I may even tear up saying this because like you left me shocked this night when you like it was after the match, after me and Baracho. You done shook my hand and everything. Like you didn't have to do this. You stopped the car and like got my attention. And, like I'm not gonna say what you said because like I don't know if you want it to be said, but like you helped me a lot. And that moment, I was like, you know what? Hell yeah! Like because you didn't know I was like a real big fan, and you didn't know I watched you in a mask as like a 15-year-old kid. So like, man, to grow up watching y'all and to like be working with y'all and to get some of the compliments I have and like for you to say that it was pretty surreal that night for real because I was like hell yeah, like I think I want to keep going in this and it's those moments that for real drive me and I think back on.
Well, in all honesty, that's like it's not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that, but that's why I do stuff like that is because I know in this business and just in life in general, there's gonna be more people that hate on you than that support you.
Yep.
And if I see somebody, I feel like they're doing a good job, they're doing good, they're trying. I have to vocalize that because I might be the only one that does that,
Mm-hmm.
and I might be the one that helps them push.
Yeah,
So I appreciate you for saying that.
yeah, you for real did and like man, it goes into a lot of stuff with me because I'm not gonna lie, I'm an emotional person, man. That's why I really do appreciate a lot of your work. You take a mental health look at things, and sometimes my mental's not the best, and like that's where, like, I don't like taking it back. I don't like pulling the curtain back, but like, man, it's not always the brightest for me, and I gotta dive into things to keep my head up. And I thank my wife every day for this. I'm married, by the way. Did that look? uh, But I have to thank her, and like I have to thank my kids, and like I have to thank like sometimes this sounds crazy, but wrestling like I think because it gives me something to like when I have in that deep bad moment, it gives me something to think about that brings me joy.
It,
And
it's a release. It's a mental and physical release.
sorry, something went off, and I got ADHD real bad. I'm so sorry. What'd you say?
No, I say when it comes to wrestling, it's a release. It's a mental and physical release to let that aggression out.
And,
Let the worries go away.
and like that's the thing. I'm gonna ask you like, what did you see particular in that match? Because like it wasn't really nothing special. I took some stuff that was like quote unquote crazy, but like I
Well,
just
for me, is that you got out there with a guy that is very well known for that style, You did what was asked. You did what needed to be done. There was no complaints, no bitching, no moaning. You did what was needed.
Mhm.
And for me, that speaks volumes above anything else. You could be the most talented motherfucker in the world, but if you got a shit attitude and you're gonna bitch about everything, you might as well just go the hell away.
And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes being young, because I started at like 19, and like started training, turned 20, had my match, so I'm 21 right now. Sometimes I talk, and it's such a bad habit because I told you, like growing up, I felt like everyone kind of just didn't listen and kind of over talked. So it developed a bad mental like habit. Like I don't like not being listened to. That sometimes it becomes toxic. You know what I mean? You just got to be real as a man. But with wrestling, it teaches you like I respect the people I respect, but then sometimes it's like in wrestling you get disrespected for no reason. You know what I mean?
Oh
And
yeah.
I just don't like that. And I like to, and there's been some moments where I get face to face with people, and I don't care. And if there's a certain point, but now it's like as I'm getting older and I have like kids and a wife and a family, it's like, okay, maybe I could just shut the fuck up.
No, and there's nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. And see, and I'll be honest with you, another reason why I had to talk with you that I did was because I think because that's actually the first time we actually had a conversation. I think that
Man,
was the first time we talked.
I, I didn't know you. I saw you wrestle, but meeting you, you tall as hell, man. I was like, damn.
But what I'm getting at though is before actually meeting you and talking to you, I just had reputation that I'd heard. And
Bad or good?
yeah, it was not very good, but it came from certain people. I'm not gonna put nothing out there and all like that,
Yeah.
but that's what all I'd heard until we talked. When we were backstage and we were talking and everything before the show, everything like that. That right there, you were very respectful. You were very inquisitive. You were very you were willing to take in anything that was brought into you. That right there changed my mind about you instantly.
Well, thank you.
First
Like,
impressions, they say first impressions mean everything, and it's extremely true. And your first impression on me is a good kid.
that man, that's all I can. That's all you can. Like me being so young, that's all I can do. And I know I got a bad name from some people, but then again, those people that say it. So
That's their opinion.
yeah, like I don't care, and that's what I'm saying. I know a couple people like I feel like they envy when I wrestle, and it's sad because it is some older people, and I don't know if it's real or if they're just trying to, I'm you're so young in the game. Sometimes I don't know, and then me being me, I want to hold my own, but then I'm like it's wrestling. You know what I mean? Like why am I?
But I've learned over the years that some people that if you're not on the same show or in the same clique or whatever like that, you're the enemy automatically.
I don't get that. I don't get that whole like.
I
I,
don't understand it either.
I thought competition would make stuff better, and as I get into pushing my second, and one of the biggest things I realize is wrestling companies don't like competition, and I mean I get it, but I don't. Like I feel like it should drive you to want to make a better product, not something that's stale or you know
Well,
like
in all honesty, like I said, I'm okay with the competition, but I'm more about I want people to work together. That's why
yeah.
this thing that I'm doing here, the with the AWO stuff and everything like that. That's why I want everybody to work together. We can all eat at the table.
It's big enough. It's big enough. Like I hate when I hear something about like recently, I just where I'm at, you hear about these flyers being torn down. Like no one cares that much. It's really like the manager probably doing it. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm just like everyone can get along. I get everyone hated each other at one point, but we're not here long enough to hate and hold grudges. And I hate, and if anyone has a beef with me, I'm happy I came on here as Pearson and not prestigious because like no one has beef with me. I genuinely appreciate everyone who I ran into. Um, I've had my ups and downs, and like my mental health affects that a lot. Sometimes I've been low, and you could tell. Um, but like man, beef is so lame. It's so stupid.
Wait, you're talking about the mental health thing, man. You know my inbox is always open. I got tons of books.
I'm not gonna lie. I love it's hard to, I'm getting older, and let's take it back. I don't like my dad. But I had a great, they tried. I had two parents that tried, and the only people there for me was my parents. They pushed every dream I've ever wanted, and like even when we were broke, they made it look cool. And that's the thing. We've had really good times as a family. We've had really hard times, and like as I get older, you go through like deaths and just stuff that messes with you. And my parents were there every time, accepting me when they shouldn't have. Like I don't know if many people know this. I was addicted to like pills and just drugs. Like anything I could really find, because a lot of death in my life happened, and they still love me. So I wouldn't be prestigious without them at all.
Right here, Pearson outside of wrestling is an amazing guy, and I truly respect him.
Man, David's cool. I give him so much shit, man. I give David so much shit. I say,
we all do,
man. What I say though is I've done this since I've started. I've done this thing where I come up, I point like this, or I just do this. Man, if I don't post something like this, I see David on the other hand. And I was like, son of a bitch. Like, I can't do nothing. And then, like...
Hey, together, y'all are RVD.
Hey, this is real talk. I'm not talking crap on David here. I got with Justin, and I'm not going to lie, this isn't just David, but this is where I gave him a lot of crap. He hit up Justin, and I was like, no. I was just shutting it down, being a dick. But, yeah, David's so cool. And like I said, like, if we run into each other, it'd be a great match. Like, we're two young people that push, and we want to put on a great show. I love his work ethic, man. I love seeing him in the flyers. Like, David deserves that.
Yeah, he's a really good kid. I like him and CJ. A really good kid.
And I got heat with CJ. He smacked me with a lightsaber, a plastic lightsaber. Man, it smacked me so hard that I still remember it like almost 2 years later. This man hit me so hard. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll take it. I get on the ropes. It's a battle royal. This costume ass battle. No, it's last year. It's almost a year. Man gets me in the rope, hits me like from here on the neck to like here, and I was expecting it, and I was like, oh, son of a bitch, throw me out. Oh, I was like, yep, I'm done. And it was a plastic lightsaber. That's the thing that pissed me off. I'm like, that shit hurt. And I want my one-on-one, man. Give me CJ.
I got you one worse. We did a Christmas Chaos match, me and Bruce, when we were doing an angle at OCW. And this son of a bitch brought out the Christmas paper, like Christmas paper on the tube.
Yeah.
Dude, you ever been hit with one of those things? You'll fucking see Jesus, dude. Oh my God, they hurt so bad.
So you've been in like enough hardcore extreme violent stuff. I would rather take the needles through the cheeks than get hit with a damn belt. Ow. Like, I'd rather go through glass than like get hit with like a title belt. Dude, Mark hit me with this thing. The prestigious open weight title, right? Got this thing. Man, as soon as I get it, he takes this and it implanted the Mid-South on my back. He swung it so hard. And dude, I don't usually run away. Bro, I went, ooh, and rolled out. I was like, yep, you're going to have to come get me. Woo! Man, it lit me up. And I was like, ow. And so, like, I've done extreme stuff. Like, one of my craziest things was, like, I've done a syringe board. I wish I had this clip so much. I'm doing it again. I'm going to end up doing it again. Me and Dakota. But I did a syringe board. It not as crazy as Buddy's syringe bat. That clip was crazy. You know Buddy Babcock? I know you do.
Yeah, I know Buddy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just, I'd be seeing this, and I love Buddy, by the way. Did you see him in Necro?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Dude, so happy. Dude, he knocked Necro. Like, rock neck. And I've studied Necro Butcher, man. And I don't see Necro respond too much. Dude, he clocked him. And I was like, that looked like a slip. Like, slipped him and box.
No, that's how you earn Necro's respect.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I do a lot of shit. I don't want to go blow for blow with Necro. He knocked my ass out. I've been out. Like, I've done MMA, a whole bunch of stuff. Dude, his hands are just made of fucking metal at this point.
Buddy's a bad son of a bitch, though, man. If you
Hell,
ever been thrown by that guy, you know you've been thrown.
yeah. Him and Nathan Maurer just killed it, dude. But him
Oh,
and
yeah.
Necro and Satu, though, and Satu.
Yeah.
First now, I watch Satu.
Hold on. Sean Hearn, tell him about the field goal spot.
Oh, this was at TNR. I jumped off a field goal. Yeah, that went not known for that. Not known, not like everyone knew. But when people came up to me, they're like, "You jumped off a field goal," and I didn't think of it like I didn't think it would do that, and that was pretty cool. I wanted to flip. Everybody was too much of vaginas to catch me if I flipped, but I wanted to. But I did this little like crossbody off a field goal.
And you got more balls than I got. My old ass is like my hips would explode trying to do that shit.
Man, so like, what got me into like backyard? Essentially, like, there's a story on that. Bam Margera, Chris Pontius, Jackass, Wild Boy, Steve-O, all that. My dad would like turn on MTV for music, right? And he didn't want me watching like Jackass or Wild Boys or Viva La Bam because Bam Margera is my hero. So Viva La Bam would come on, and I wouldn't change it, and I just sit there and watch it, and like, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen. So when I turned 12, I made it a goal to be a stuntman, and I promise you, there was a stunt like years later. His name is Poopsie. He's part of like the new one. He like took a hammer and like knocked himself off a ladder. I did that at like 12 years old, and like I posted it. I know it's somewhere out here on the internet. It was my audition tape for Jackass. It was like a 12-foot ladder, and I knocked myself off of it. Like, got cut by the damn rungs of the ladder. Like, dude, I wanted to be a stuntman, and then I love skating. I skate. I'm not the best, but I love skating. And like I eat crap in skating, and I just love it. I love getting back up. I love the pain makes you feel alive.
I ain't got the balance for that shit.
Man, I went off a vert, and that's the
yeah.
Bro, I went straight legged and just ate. And there was like a little kid at the party. He was like, "Damn, you okay?" I popped back up. Man, my insides were like, "Oh." I got back up there and learned how to do it. So it just teaches you a lot. And like, those are my heroes. And it's all because my dad didn't pay attention. Sorry, Dad.
So we're getting ready to wrap up here in a little bit, but before we do, you like I said, you're still pretty new to the business and everything like that. But if you had somebody that was wanting to get into wrestling and stuff like that, what would be something that you would tell them before they jumped in?
So like, part of me wants to say, don't, unless you really want to like question yourself. You got to have you got to brush off the hate. Like, everyone's going to hate on you, and you got to brush it off. And you're going to have people within your first year want to go on Facebook Live for 45 minutes and talk shit on you. You just got to keep going, and that you got to have drive. Have some drive. Have some gumption. Know who you are, especially that. Know who you are. And I'm not saying as a character. Know who you are as a person. Like, if you want to stand up for yourself, do it. And don't let people try to baby the fact that disrespect is disrespect across the table. And I'm sorry, but I'm a grown man. I have 3 kids, work, trying to do a family. So treat me like one. And I feel like that I don't feel like that happens a lot of the times. And like,
right.
Are.
It's a cutthroat thing, man. It really is. But
I have love for the game. So I'm not trying to trying to knock the game. You just have to know you want it. And this was something from the first second. Like, I knew I would, struggle sometimes because of my love for the sport. And I have.
We all have.
Yeah, like, and I'm not even much in it, and I've already sacrificed. And it's just like, sometimes you got to know, like, hey, what's more important? Because wrestling takes over a lot when you get ate up with it. And like I said, I know my family with watching tapes and old footage and
trust me, I understand.
Way to flex, man. I'm like, hey, I got 3 in like 1.5. almost 2 years. So that's pretty good, right?
Well, no, these are ones that I have held, but not currently. Like this is the one for ASWF, their heavyweight title. It's
Oh heck yeah, that's cool, man. I'm not there.
Evolution title. No, those ones we had right before COVID, we had bought those, and then COVID hit and we all shut down. So I just brought them back, and then ASWF never really kicked back up, until MACW hooked up with them. So, but all right. So before we go, I like again. I know you hadn't been doing it long, but this is a question I always end on: is if say this week, well, not this weekend because we already know what you got going on, but say in the near future you were coming up on your last match, who would your retirement match be with?
Oh man, I'm so young into this, man. I don't like thinking about retirement. But if I had to retire, hang it up this week. To be honest, I've never wrestled you, but off the top, it would if it had, can I pick the stipulation?
Yeah, it's whatever you want.
All right, so I'm going Fatal 4-Way because I want to wrestle all these guys at least once, and this would be the chance. It'd be you. Bring Sleazy back. I want to. Man, I missed that. I missed it. I wanted to wrestle Sleazy.
I was his first match.
Man, and I want to shout out someone because this is real. And sometimes his mental health game, he lets it be known as not good. But he's one of the best wrestlers out here. Trey Sean Prince or D Mike or whatever.
Yeah. That's one of my kids too.
And I honestly, it would be you, it'd be Sleaze, and it'd be D Mike. And that's just from what I've been through and who I've liked. But man, D Mike should get so much more praise. I wish I could see D Mike on here. I that man doesn't get enough, and he should be on the PWI. He should be looked at more, because that man got it, and I definitely love to run it with him. Out of all three of y'all, it'd probably be D Mike because I feel like that could push me to the limit that I want to go, and he has new school in him. You know what I mean? But Sleazy, that'd just be fun, man. You know how many times I sniffed his shoe, and that's weird, but I was a fan.
That shoe was actually originally Uncle Filthy's, and he bequeathed Chuck to Sleazy.
Man, Sleazy is honestly, if I had to pick one of my favorite, just in the real wrestling world, there's two guys that come to mind. Well, three, but off the rip is Sleazy. He's probably my favorite guy. I feel like I could go to Sleazy anything, and I had a really intense situation, and Sleazy taught me through it. I was like, bro, I need to call you. I feel like you can help me in this, and he did. And he's just an inspiration. He's going 6 months sober. Inspiration. I love him, dude. And I back him anytime. Anytime he wants me. I currently, right now, my situation, I ain't got no wheels, but Prestige is gonna shine somehow. But you just gotta keep your head up, keep rolling, and Sleazy has helped. And when I get wheels, man, I'm hitting Sleazy up. I want to be at all his shows. And but with you, I'm this close. It was this close. I got told something. And man, if it wasn't for my dumbass dad interrupting, I heard you were throwing an open challenge.
Yeah, and we have yet to see who will answer that, but maybe we'll find out at the show. Huh?
I was bringing my syringes for you.
Shit, you shove them up your ass. Man. Like I said, bar brawl rules is no DQ, false count anywhere. It does not mean death match.
Hey, it's just a little ultraviolet, a little bit.
Oh, well, P, I'm gonna drop you down here in just a second. Don't go anywhere though. I'm gonna talk to you once we get off of the air. But you got anything else you want to say before we let loose?
Thank you for letting me be on here. I'm green. I probably don't even, deserve this platform. But thank you for being so too. Be on the lookout. And I'm sorry to say this. If you hate me, cry me a river. I'm gonna keep being me, keep being P. And I'm 1-on-1, baby. When I'm gone, none. So y'all gonna have to love me when I'm here. And I'm gonna just keep pushing it and hopefully make a name for myself within something. Because, I gotta blow up in something.
Appreciate it, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching tonight. And again, if you didn't catch the shows that are around, make sure you go back and watch the beginning where I go through the flyers and stuff. I may have missed some, but hey, again, if I did, make sure you send them to me. If you are a wrestler and you want to work in Arkansas, I have a list of shows, locations, and who to contact. So if you want that list, make sure you hit me up. I will give it to you. No questions asked. But again, thank y'all for watching, and tune in next Thursday. Special Dummies Unit will be on, and then the week after that, we will have another Arkansas Wrestling Unleashed. So until then, thank y'all.